Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Running with purpose. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down here. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And they've got the returner corralled. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Buckeyes looking to cash in here in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Runner finding some space, though. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Finds room at the 30. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. a quick grab. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
The Volunteers are on the move here. Here's the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
And the Vols with 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And that run produces a decent gain.
Tennessee, 0.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, What a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tight end goes in motion. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Snags a quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll use the ground game here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? The Vols pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. The Volunteers pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He's looking deep here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What's the next excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. And that's a solid return after the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the powerful running into the secondary. But led out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Receiver in motion now. And then first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner decides to field it. Coverage team brings down the returner. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, he'll try again from 41 yards out. And this one is right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. He goes out of bounds but gets all the way to midfield. Great return and great starting field position. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. And they recover from that right now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Almost picked off yet again. It's going to set up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Lets it go quickly. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Handoff to the single back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Looking for a gap. It's Whittington.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And the Vols will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He'll kick it away here. And the returner heads out of bounds. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here comes the handoff. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The pass rush closing in. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And the ball to the ground. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Arrow.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. It's a run to the left. Powers through. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackler. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Cut it, cut it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Okay, ready?
Third down after that running play.
Ringo, Cobra. Ready, go.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So out comes the field goal team one more time. This kicker has been busy today. He's made 3 already. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. After the miss, it remains a 23-point game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. He'll take a deep shot here. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Get set, get set. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Fire.
From the shotgun, drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Empty backfield now. They go for 2.
Let's go. Ready?
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. So they convert the 2-point conversion, get it back to a 2-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The linebacker shifting around now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Again, makes it second and medium. And he's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws it to the right. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Offense operating from the pistol. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the run, he'll let it go. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, they're not quite out of this game just yet. With under 2 minutes to go, they're down by 9. I'd kick the extra point here, make it a one-possession game, and then try to recover that onside kick, and you got to realize.
Extra point try coming now. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. One more 1st down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good